Good morning, everyone. Somebody's puppy off in the behind the garage that way. One of those houses is not happy about being outside or something. So we did get more rain overnight, but I don't know how. I hadn't looked to see how much. And the answer is almost a 1/4 inch. Is that right? No. Yeah. Something less than 1/2 inch. 2/10, I think. I'm still letting the coffee kick in. So more than nothing, not a lot. Not downpours. More like gentle light rain. So we are meeting friends this morning at Yates Mill to walk. And we're up just a smidge early. So I didn't have to rush this morning and could have a gentle, easy start. It's not pretty out here because we've got a dense fog warning, but it is not raining. So. Good morning, Panther. Hey, buddy. Hi. No thunder boomers today. It doesn't look any prettier than yesterday, but no thunder boomers to scare you and Gray this morning, and Marty. Hi, Blood. Good morning. I was pulling a few wisps of stilt grass in the back as I refreshed the cat water bowl, since I didn't have to do all that watering of everything else today. I can skip at least today, maybe tomorrow too. I'll put my time to something else. Hi. Such a good boy. Such a good boy. There you are. No thunder this morning. I was in late and cleaned up the bowls last night, which I should do more often. Especially now that it doesn't disturb Johnny to come in. Hi. Hi. I came in several times yesterday to sit with her and spend time, and she just was too afraid from the storms to enjoy it. But she's not right now. Well, we're wishing it was a little bit prettier for our walk this morning, but at least it's not super hot at 75. We had a dense fog advisory up until 10, and it's 9:52, so it's trying to clear up a little bit. Trying. Well, they're out here working on a Sunday. This is the water line construction on Lake Wheeler, not the turnpike construction. We've seen a lot of EVs this morning. 2 Model Ys, a newer Model S, a pre-facelift Model S. I saw an ID4, an Ioniq 5, and we just saw a Bolt.
Yeah.
It's a good morning for EVs.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is right here in front of Lake Wheeler, which, as Dawn pointed out last time, is where some of the city of Raleigh water comes from. There's 3 pipes on the ground over there. This would be like, you know, obviously a main distribution for getting the water out of here and over. Yeah, we get it. see the Model X, we'll know our friends are here. At least I assume they're in their X and not in their Y. Yep, right over there. Yay! So if you've heard they're replacing yokes, this is why. This is about 1 year old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
35,000 miles.
Yeah. This is a Plaid, yeah, and you've put on several road trips. So Andy would have preferred a 5-seater total fold flat because business vehicle haul stuff. But he ended up with the 6-seater because he needed to replace his X from the automobile accident. He had been waiting a long time for them to start building X's again, and Elon did that thing where you can't get a 5-seater or 7-seater. You got to get a 6-seater right away out of the starting gate. So Andy took it, and I don't know, a lot of us would consider an X upgrade, but you've got to go with black seats to get the $7,500 tax rebate right now, or you disqualify because you added on the white seats. So that's a sticking point for some of us. All right, how good do or don't the doors open? That's a concern for me. And Andy knows because that was pretty, I could deal, that was pretty.
It did not do this until about a month or 2 ago.
So it's been fixed.
It would only open, you know, that first pull.
Okay. Well, you had warned me early on with this car, Marianne, you're not going to be happy with the door, how it opens. It doesn't open as good as the old X.
I think they finally got, but see, I think it's more sensitive to not even coming all the way open.
Okay.
Than my other one, but you know, that's a long time ago.
Right. Well, the driver's door would have to swing open for me consistently and wide, or I would be griping every time I got in the car because there is just no.
Well, that's the one that, like I said, the
yeah, I don't mind pushing the buttons if it doesn't open far enough. That's no big deal to me. People are complaining it doesn't go up all the way, and I'm like, well, there's a button for that.
Well, with that sensor being loose on the other door.
Yeah.
Can you do it one more time? Can you make it go up one more time? It was on the down. I thought I saw something a little different from Ruby's. This is different. This is like up higher as the door goes down.
Well,
I can see.
I'm not convinced that's not a fit and finish issue.
Right, because it was up higher than the trim on the side. Does the other side do that?
Similar, but not quite as bad. See, it's much flusher.
Can you make it go? Because I was like, what is that glass doing sticking up there as it goes down? That's what caught my eye. That's like normally smooth. Okay, it went all the way up. Which there's no car on this side, so that's good. I love these doors, but yeah, it's like that on both sides. I think that's just a little bit of different articulation in how the door works.
But again, the issue with this one was there's a tripod, plastic tripod that holds the ultrasonic sensor, and one leg was never pressed in to glue to the metal, and so it was loose. And every time it would open, even with no obstacle, it would pick up something and think there was something there.
Right.
And so, but when I took it apart, all I had to do was push it, and the 3M adhesive was still good. It stuck.
Right.
They probably put it on with a robot.
And it just didn't press hard. Yeah. Well, I have a little bit of an issue, especially with the left side Falcon Wing door. It gets too hot, and then it doesn't want to do the light show. So I have to be careful how I park if I'm going to be doing that for the kids, because the sun will make it quit. Or if I leave the car open and both wings are flapped up, then that puts that sensor that's in the door panel up to the sun beating straight down on it. And I have a little bit of a thing. But once it cools down, it works fine again. And that's a lot to ask, I guess. So I don't get, I love my car, so I just deal.
The biggest issue that I've had with both of them, and this one in particular, is the camber not being right and wearing the inside of the rear tires. And I bought the adjustable camber arms and put them on and got it tuned in to spec. It doesn't change the spec. It's just more accurate than the fixed arms. And so far the tires are wearing evenly. But yeah,
Ruby had that inside thing on the rear tires but the tires were close to needing to go anyway.
But I couldn't get 20,000 miles out of it.
Right.
And I can do a lot better.
We're up to like 30 now. That's pretty good. I've stopped launching it as much as I used to, I think.
But the wear is totally even now. And it
Well,
was
that's what,
always more on the
yeah,
inside.
yeah.
But this, all it is an adjustable camber arm. I don't know why Tesla.
So you didn't get the little plaid symbol?
I was so early, I guess.
Okay.
They didn't have.
But we got the all-important SpaceX.
Yeah, that's, of course, that's factory.
Yeah, we're gonna not pull stilt grass today, but it hurts our feelings to have to look at all of this and wait till, well, the privet they've really been working on out here. I don't know how they would work on the stilt grass. Yeah, we got to go back through the parking lot to get to the mill. It's still the sign for about high water. The sun is definitely trying to peek through, and it's very humid. We've done a good pace, and we're all hot and sweaty. Well, there's the northern water snake. He's just sunning himself, minding his own business. Look at the water flow today. I wonder how much they had yesterday.
This one right here. You can touch this one.
Okay.
He'll let you pet him.
Aw, he's cute. Hey, bud. Hi. Oh, I was going to say it sounds great and how wonderful it is, but, you know, people like to ruin the environment with their car noise, so I'll refilm in a minute. Andy's telling us the capacity with this water flow of how many kilowatts could be produced if it had to go through the wheel. Because you remember Andy's well versed in hydroelectric dams in North Carolina, has repaired many of them. Bridge is obviously open now. If they opened right after we turned around and didn't come across it. And then when we walked around the other way, it was open. All right, Andy wanted to demo something on the new X that's not working as good as the older X.
So if you
pop the door.
Opens good.
Don't close it all the way.
But if I walk away and just accidentally do that,
right,
I'll even get it.
One notch closer.
And then I walk away thinking my car's going to lock itself.
It did that.
It wiggles, but it doesn't have enough oomph to close it. And it's going to lock itself up, but it's still not going to close.
It's going to take it a second. You walked away.
Yeah. So you're that far away and there it locked. Okay.
It's locked now, except for the door's not locked.
So your mirror's not fold on lock?
I think Jody, it got on Jody's mode.
Okay.
Her profile is
And hers is different. Okay.
No, you're good. We're good.
But as I recall, and I think you're saying the same thing, before it would come open and then close.
Right. Well, if I walk up to it and it's all the way open, it certainly closes all the way. Yeah. A lot of times I go into the garage and it just pops, but I don't walk over to the car. So when I leave to go to the house, I would say 95% of the time I hear it slam. Maybe 98%. I have had it one time in the last year. I had to walk out to the garage and shut the door. But the TeslaFi or Tesla app now sends me a message and says it's still open. So it's not open, and it's in the garage. But
there's one other issue that the refresh came up with is there's a hard piece of plastic in this trim right here that's supposed to seal this triangle wind for wind noise, but it crawls down and it pinches on this glass so hard that it makes the door, you can actually see it.
Oh, okay.
You see it. I've moved it up.
Right, you keep on readjusting it. And
the Tesla Ranger and I spent an hour and a half, each one of us working on one door to get it to crawl up 2 inches. Wow. It's a pain. But when it from the factory, it was down here, and it was all you could do to push the door shut. And you can even see there's a tiny little hole in the rubber where they insert that piece. But there's no adhesive in it or anything. And
so it travels.
You can feel it right there.
It travels.
Yeah, it drops off. It's soft. Yeah. It's pliable right there, hard as a rock right here.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me to keep my 17.
Yeah. I'll try to keep reinforcing.
Although the door opening as you approached it resolved one of our early concerns when you told me you're not going to be happy. The fact that that software update, you said it's about 4 or 6 weeks now, has fixed that.
I'm not good at time, but it's
recently. Yep. Recently the door behaves better. That's good to know.
And it wasn't anything they crowed about.
No. Yeah, exactly. Those little miscellaneous fixes.
I'm convinced that they tweak them even in between updates.
Oh, you still have the nice old door flap, the charge port flap.
I don't know that. What are they?
The new ones act like the Y.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they come up.
Well, this was, I guess, early on.
Early on. Yeah, I think they switched it literally within a month of you getting your car.
And we would have
I like the old flap better. Don says he likes the new flap.
We would have rather had the long-range car than the Plaid, but I thought it was going to take another year to get.
Yeah.
But instead, they came out with a long range before they did the Plaid.
Sure. Don drives a Plaid.
That's right. All right.
I don't know why we're letting you drive it.
I'm closing it. I'm not saving it. I just closed it. All right. So let's see. Tap to activate reverse.
Which gets it about half the time.
It actually did it.
Correct. Now you are in full acceleration. You're not in drag strip mode, but
oh, it actually backed up. I felt the wheel. It's kind of like pulling it.
What is it?
There's torque steer to it.
So now it doesn't go forward.
You have to put your foot back on the brake and swipe it up.
I have to slide it up.
Dawn needs more accelerator practice with regen.
Is she sure she? Okay. All right. Well, I'm let her sit out in the sun.
Well, she was in the shade. Yes. It is a 2-lane road.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's a yoke steering wheel.
Well, it's a yoke steering. It's a yoke, but it's way. It must be in not comfort mode. It's in
sport
mode.
No, it's in comfort.
This
I can't stand.
Holy crap!
It's tight, isn't it?
Yes. I mean that S that the S that I had a couple 3 weeks ago with the yoke. The steering wheel was. This is much heavier. That steering seemed like, and I don't know what it was in. It could have been in easy.
Now remember, you got funky turn signals.
Yeah.
Not that there was anybody behind you there, but huh?
All right, but do this. Just let off and put your head back.
Yep.
And just punch it hard, just quick as you can hit the accelerator and let off. Well, not even. I mean, that's it. But now just tap the accelerator, really. Just jerk it.
Trying to do the turn signal. Wow.
I mean, it's painful.
It is.
Oh, that was fun.
That was more than I wanted to do. But I ain't gonna take it. Although it's used to dirt roads, right?
Oh, yeah.
It gets a little dirt.
Oh, it's dirty. With all this rain we've had driving down here and all, I went to wash it.
Wow. Like I said.
But get into it doing this turn.
Oh, I'm not good at stopping the yoke steering wheel, no sir.
I might turn it
190 I'm telling you, I'm not going to buy a Plaid.
No.
I'm not going to do it. I don't want it.
I would trade this car and $20,000 for a long range 5-seater.
If they just give you white seats?
Tan. I like this tan. And if I could get FSD without losing, which I guess would be the 20 grand.
Right.
12 depreciation. I would really, I don't need that. I don't need 1,000 horsepower.
Well, that's right. Back when I was younger, I would have been doing that all the time. But I swear to God, nowadays, honest good, Andy, I got a little tickle in my throat right.
So does your screen rotate, or was your car too early?
No, it's too early. They didn't have the motors, but if you take it apart, I've done it. The mechanism's in there.
Right.
I just need the 2 motors, and then I would need some 19-year-old kid to come
update the software.
Well, it's not even that. It's just turning it on in the software.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, now, I'm going to tell you, Andy, the S was different. The yoke felt, I don't know how much maneuver and I did, but I've already fumbled more times with your yoke than I did with it. That's interesting, because now I would tell you, if this would have been my only experience with the yoke, I'd say you couldn't give me.
What is Jody? Look at the graphics. Look in the center screen.
Yeah,
okay.
we can't see her.
What is she? No,
She's a car.
Is it a car?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Get
a
her to
car.
Stand up.
Oh no, it's a person. She's
Stand up, Jody. Stand up.
The car. Yeah. That's a person.
It is.
It is? Okay.
Yeah. Now it says a person's walking. You're on candid camera. Whoa, athletic.
That's the thing I noticed with the last update. Even our dog, who's a specific breed, it was uniquely her. And I had a herd of deer run in front of me, and
Wow.
And they mimicked them exactly. Their movements.
Wow.
And I was trying to figure out what you.
I've
were.
yet
I
to
said
see the
that, but it
promised
was
cat
you.
on the screen. I've yet to see the promised cat on the screen.
Well, we don't have cats, so I don't know.
This passenger door is just as stiff as it can be. It doesn't want to open and it doesn't want to close. Well, maybe it doesn't fly around in the wind like my door does, because mine flies around in the wind, but I'm not used to this door and it's just like weird.
I think they.
So I'm going to try to close it with the screen. Oh, I closed yours instead.
All right. Hit the.
Rookie mistake, rookie mistake. Passenger. It's slow.
Yeah.
I mean, you're fine if you use the door button, but manually moving that door around, it is
Is it
stiff.
any different pushing the door button?
On the door?
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Where? Up here?
On the Model 3. Yeah,
Well,
push it. Same.
yeah, that's okay. Just, you can't see it and it's far out there and it's that stupid capacitive touch instead of a real button. It's a real button, it's not capacitive, but it's smooth, but you do have to push it, and it works to open and close the door with the motor, with the actuator, but I don't know, it feels totally different, and I would say not in a good way. Andy and Jody are headed home, back to the North Carolina mountains.
You know, driving that Plaid X was a hoot, but you could keep the Plaid. I just like my slow pokey car.
Well, you got a performance. Why? How slow can it be?
Yeah.
It is slower though.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we chit-chatted in the parking lot,
yeah.
we're all hot.
Yeah,
Headed-
well, it's warmed up out there now. It's 82, it says, or
Yeah, Joel says 82. Well, in the
sun,
sun, it's hot.
if you're in the shade, it was not fine, but
Yeah.
man, if you're in the sun, it's plenty warm out there.
Spotted the white Rivian. So I'm filming the video to make sure you get credit that you came in from Yates Mill and are assembling this behind the toilet stand for me. It's the same one we put in Johnny's storm room over his mini fridge and microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the dorm room we got away with, you know, sort of dropping it in place, but because of the water line and the proximity of the toilet to the wall and stuff, you really have to assemble it in place. Don's taking him a nap, and I'm going to work on Legos for a bit. I'm thrilled to have a few minutes. I know tomorrow Don has a heavy work day, so probably am going to have some time tomorrow for Legos too, I suspect. Anyway, the window treatments came in for the little pumpkin, and once I get it sorted out, I'm going to work on the 2-story pumpkin a bit. Apparently, I still don't have all the green I need up here. Very frustrating. I don't know how that happened. I could not find the arches to replace this, but I really don't care about fixing necessarily, but this has got to be fixed. Next order, I guess. Our dinner's ready, so I'm stopping for now, but I got window treatments and flowers put on, and the back supports here on both sides, the little kitchenette area built. The next thing it does is it comes in and it puts the cap on this part and builds the floor all the way for the next level. I'm not sure if I'll work on it more after dinner or not, but we're stopping to eat for now. It's coming along nicely, I think. Bye.